Hello, my name is Kaidi. I am 29 years old. I am of Chinese origin and I live in Paris. I work as a model and a head waitress. I come from Wanzhou, which is located in the Zhejiang region in the southeastern part of the country near the sea. I lived in China until the age of 6 and then came to France. When I arrived in France at the age of 6, I was a little lost. I stayed close to my mother because she was my pillar and was all I had from my childhood. I didn't know other children. I found it strange to see children with blue eyes. Even though I was so young, it was all new for me. I think I've always known I was part of an Asian community, but at the same time, my life is divided between two cultures, between France and China, especially because I live in France now. So I spent some time trying to find my own identity. It was during my rebellious teenage years. I wanted to have my own experiences, make my own friends, look for my own way of doing things, of thinking, not based on what my parents taught me. I think it was about the age of 20 that I realized that it's good to have my own experiences, but it is also good to make a mix of two cultures. I started modeling, and my parents didn't want me to. It was complicated to discuss the subject, as first of all it is considered to be voyeurism, then also because I'm a girl, because I'm from a Chinese family. It was difficult. Then also the fact that I've worked with French people, because generally the Chinese work among themselves and a girl stays with her parents till she gets married, or she works with her parents or her parents' friends, but always within her community. It was difficult between choosing to do modeling, choosing to work with the French, and working late in the evenings in a bar. It was all too much. I understood my parents, but I disagreed. I needed to make them understand that I had the right to disagree with them, because I had grown up here. It was not as if I had grown up in China and didn't really have a choice, or any opportunity to see other things, to go elsewhere, to discover other things, new things. Maybe the amount of work, always being focused on work. It has had an effect on me. I only speak the dialect with my parents, and I learned Mandarin while watching TV. In China, every city, every region, and each town within those regions has its own dialect, each community. Not everyone speaks Mandarin Chinese fluently. For example, my parents don't speak Mandarin at all. They speak the Wanzhou dialect, because that is the region they come from. The only tradition that I know and remember, and I think all Chinese people will remember, is the little red tissue envelopes for every important occasion in a person's life. So these envelopes are given with a sum of money in them. It can be 10, 100 or 500 euros. Ça peut être 10 euros, ça peut être 100 euros ou 500 euros. Et en fait, c'est une manière de... It's a way of helping a person, telling them Instead of giving you a present, instead of wasting money on a useless thing,
au lieu de gaspiller de l'argent à t'acheter telle ou telle chose que tu n'en as pas forcément besoin, je te donne de l'argent.
I am giving you money for you to buy whatever you like, or to keep in your bank account to have some savings.
Ou les garder pour toi sur ton compte et puis avancer dans la vie, quoi, avoir des économies de côté. Ce qui me rend fière chez les Chinois, c'est
What makes
leur
me feel
détermination,
proud about Chinese people is their determination, their will to persevere till the end. There is no jealousy among them.
On peut être
They can be
riche et
rich or
pauvre,
poor and coexist.
être dans la même salle. En France, généralement,
I have never seen any violence in China related to money issues. In France, people can be a little aggressive when they see something good or beautiful or expensive belonging to another person. They want it. I feel there is something twisted in them. They want to grab another person's handbag or steal. But in China, it's a sign of work. I see someone who is well dressed, who has a good car. It's his money. It's okay. I will go on working.
C'est pas grave, moi je vais travailler.
The thing that could make me sad about the Chinese is their biggest flaw, especially Chinese from my community, is that they are too focused on their work. They do nothing else but work, sleep, eat and work. They put money aside, they can buy beautiful clothes, handbags, cars, they can buy an apartment, have kids. Everything fits in the box. It's a beautiful life. Get married, have kids, a beautiful car. But that only really exists in cartoons. Real life is different, I think. They don't have fun. If you tell them that there are fun activities to do, they won't know what to do, because they don't know how to. They will agree it's beautiful, then take a picture and that's it. I find it sad because discovering is important in life. You discover things by watching, but you have to do things to discover, really. If not, you don't experience pleasure. They don't have a clue about that, I think.
Parce qu'on ne connaît pas les sensations, on ne connaît pas le plaisir, enfin ils ne connaissent pas tout ça en fait, j'ai l'impression. Alors c'est une phrase que ma mère me répète souvent.
This is a sentence my mother often tells me. It is difficult to translate, but it means something like, a self-reliant person lives a less happy life than a person who pretends to be stupid when he's not. It is clever to act as if you're stupid and profit from someone resourceful who can do everything for you.
Débrouillard le fasse à sa place en fait.